Greetings, fellows. How are we this beautiful, lovely, wonderful evening? I hope everyone is doing marvelously well. I hope I am too. It's good to see so many smiling faces already in the stream. That makes me thoroughly happy. Currently, I am working on some photo chopping, and it's not going that well. I'm gonna admit, I'm having a hard time, and what's shocking to me about this is that Daniel is not even here for me to blame. But I suspect Daniel will probably show up, and so blaming shall commence when he does arrive. At least I plan on blaming Daniel anyway. That's right. Get them dishes done. I did my dishes this morning, afternoon, around 11:30. Cleaned my kitchen. And it was successful. I need to do a deep clean of my dishwasher though, I will say. So currently, to catch you all up, I've done a bit of work on the player home, which is fine. Done a bit of work on the player home, and whilst I was doing that, I was placing furniture as one does, and the mod that I had, I really like the Noble furniture. That's what I pretty much use for all of my player homes. And the mod that I had has new meshes for the furniture. Well, the problem is that the meshes are different sizes than what the vanilla meshes are. And what a mesh is, if you didn't know, it is the physical 3D model of whatever. That is what a mesh is, and a texture wraps around a mesh, and that's what gives it its appearance, like colors and stuff like that. Anyway, so the problem is when you have a side table that is supposed to be a specific size, and then you make your mod have a smaller table, things that were placed on the original table now float in midair. Or tablecloths don't fit properly, or the NPCs don't sit at the tables properly, etc. Well, that was the problem with this mod. So I was like, screw it, I'll just remove the mod. So I removed the mod. And there was no real issue with that, except there's no really good Noble furniture retexture mods. And everybody was giving me suggestions, and I tried them, and they just were not for me. Just were not for me. So I decided, you know what? I'll do it myself. And so that's what I'm doing. But the issue is that it's a little bit harder, and now I know why the person made their own meshes, because these unwraps are horrible. I mean, they're just not good at all. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. Well, since last night. Not really at all last couple of days. I did one texture last night and it came out well. But this one is giving me hell. And I'm hating it. So yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Hey David. Hey Jennifer. Lil Vixie, Chardero, bruv. Good to see you. You wish you had a dishwasher? It's nice to have, I will say. Having a dishwasher is very nice to have. I'm just gonna taunt you with my awesome dishwasher. Alright, I think that's okay. I'm just kind of checking this out real quick. So this color, I gotta do a little color mappy do here real quick. We have, I'll make that orange. Color overlay, and I will switch over to game scene here in a second. Cool. Save as a copy to desktop. So that's what I've been fussing and fighting with, is the textures for this thing, as they are not fun to work with at all. At all. That's odd, because that's not a bright yellow. That is an orange. Let me double check real quick here. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Everybody have an okay weekend? Semi-okay weekend? Today was a Monday, which wasn't, you know, the most awesomest. But what can one do? Mondays always kind of suck, to be honest with you. Mine was filled with meetings, which is fine. You know, it's fine. It's what it is. Is what it is. I'm going to do horizontal. Vertical. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then for this guy, I'm going to do dark blue. Cool. Export that. So let's get into game mode here. You know, it sounds like somebody has a case of the Mondays. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. Let me see here. Chat with game. Ooh, chat with game. So, it's hilarious. You're so funny. So what's been bothering me about this is that just basically the meshes are unwrapped in a very shitty way. And it doesn't make for fun at all. Bump. So I'm just going to steal some things here. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here. We're gonna jump in game. Yo, Stone. Office Space is a cult classic, man. Cult classic. So I've been thinking, and y'all let me know what you think. I see all these streamers, and they have Amazon wish lists. And I was like, you know what? We should all just have a wish list and just post it on the Discord. That's what I think. Because somebody was like, you should put your wish. You have enough now that you can put a you can do Amazon wish list and all of these things. And I was like, I want everybody to have one. We're gonna do a big community wish list thing, and I'm gonna only put like the most god awful expensive stuff on mine. The most expensive crap I can think of. Okay. I tried the Paicho EMB today, and I did not like it. It had a lot of good plus and qualities to it. But it made everything kind of flat looking, not really three-dimensional. And I just didn't feel like tweaking it. You know, for me, I like an EMB to work out of the box like this one does. So let's see here. So check this out. Okay, so that looks about right. Okay, don't really like the metal. All right, so check this out. Here's the table I made. We gotta do the walk. So here's our new table. That I made. Look at these carvings. It's nice. So yeah, this is the table. So that texture's done, and it's a very nice texture. What are y'all saying over here? So after years of messing with dirt cliff replacers and then still being a huge eyesore, Skyland's dirt cliffs are genuinely one of the things. Subchat. Thank you. I do love my dirt. I am proud of my dirt cliffs. I do need a Steam. I need a Steam wish list. I know. So fun when you can be excited about dirt. Yeah. What did I miss? You missed everything, Daniel. Search for you know, it doesn't ever end. The perfect EMB never ends. So yeah, so the table done. And what's really cool is that it's also used elsewhere. I mean, look at the gloss on the I love the gloss on the top of this of the seat. It really looks good. I love it. Okay. Now the back and the sides I haven't done yet. So now I'm working on the other things, which is like the bookshelves, treasure chests, those things, right? And so as you can see, they are quite basic right now. Thank you, Daniel. No, the table doesn't need more wear. It's a noble table. It's a noble table. If you want wear, you can go here. Here's you a table with wear. Okay? This is noble. It does not have wear. And look. Do you see the highlighted edges? There's a little wear and tear on it. There's a little wear and tear. So there's some scratches in there. You see the scratches? Shall I get closer? There is your wear and tear. So it has a bit of that. But now, so here you can see like this table is we're currently working on. The bookshelves we're currently working on. It's all one texture that covers the bookshelves, that table, these treasure chests or trunks or whatever. The handles I've not touched yet. These little side cabinets here. Right? So we're going to be working on that. Oh yeah, and these things, the same texture is on these guys too. It uses a couple of the wood, the ones from the table, like this side is from the table. So what was currently the vanilla texture looks like crap on these things. And so what I'm going to do is change it up a wee bit. We're going to change up how these textures look. This guy just talks to me, so we're going to disable him. Back to oblivion with you. This guy, he's just kind of a neckbeard smartass. I don't like him. Disable. Back to oblivion with you. You're ugly. Disable, and back to oblivion with you. And save. Yes. Good. So no one's going to talk to me anymore. That's what I want. So what I'm trying to do is figure out what I can do. What I can do with this thing. With this one texture here to make everything that it touches look good. Now I could do just 100% wood, like what I did with the table, and just do it for this whole texture. That would work. So we'll see. I'm gonna do some color coding and see what's up. So this is our texture, and that we're building up from. Yeah, it's definitely a Monday. Somebody sounds like they have a case of it. Here's the vanilla texture. And if you want, I'll just go ahead. Let's jump in and look at the vanilla texture. And you're gonna see that we have a hard time deciphering what's going on. Also, is the sound good? Everything's okay? Music is loud enough? Microphone's loud enough this time? I know people like to complain about the microphone, but I think it's okay. But you tell me if it's not. Yeah, it's exclusive on the Discord, and I'll tell you why. I used the Fireman AF. I want to say it was naturalistic or some, I can't remember the name of the EMB, to be honest with you, but I tweaked the hell out of it, and since I didn't build it from the ground up, I just didn't feel right releasing it publicly. So these are the textures, vanilla textures, and I can get close to this. For the bookshelves, I can get pretty close. Now this is leather. That's on the front of these things. That's leather, if you didn't know. It's more of an implied leather, because when I put leather on it, it looks like crap. And that's leather, of course, around here, which again, when I try and do it, it looks like crap. But we'll try the leather. And then this guy, I don't know. My leather is just not translating is the problem. That's mainly the real problem here, is that my leather is just not translating. So I need to, I think what I'm going to do is just pull this model and put it in Nifscope and just start texturing until this looks good. And when this looks good, I'll know everything else will look good. And I hate doing metal. God, I hate doing metal. I really do. It's so difficult in this game. For some reason, it just whoops my ass. That's why I don't like doing weapons. It just kicks my ass. I just need it to look this good. Yeah. These tables are my textures that I did last night. So I think they look great. There's a couple of there's two things I have to do. The slats between the boards, I need to darken those up, and then here on the end pieces, like here, I need to have like a texture for the end of wood, the end grain. So those are the only two things that I need to do to the table, but the rest of it is all done. And I do like it. At first I didn't do the carvings. I didn't want to do carvings on these because I just thought it was cheesy. But then when I went and looked at these things, they have the carvings are also here too, and it looked really stupid without the carvings here. So I added carvings to the table. I was like, oh well. Ha. Good. Well, thank you very much. I hope it gets a bazillion downloads on Discord. I mean, on Discord. On Nexus. We'll see. I'm going to tell you something else, too. I had a stupid idea. Do you want to hear my stupid idea? Here's my stupid idea. Replace these stairs and this floor. What do you think of that? What do you think of that idea? New floor, new stairs for Dragon's Reach. Brandy, what do you think? I mean, look at these floors. We can do better. This is Gen 1. This is the original Dragon's Reach floor. We're in Dragon's Reach? Yeah. This is the original floor. So I think we can do better. The only issue is that these slats have to perfectly line up, like with the vanilla slats. But I just don't think that this floor lines up with how good everything else looks in here. I really do kind of still like my dragon scales on these things. I'm gonna keep these. Even though these are just the roof tile textures. I just copy and pasted the roof tile textures, but whatever. Yeah. So I'm thinking it would be fun, but I might not. Who knows? It just depends on what people think, because they're uber clean. They look nice. All right, so here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the trunk mesh, this trunk mesh here, and we're going to texture the hell out of it until it looks nice, okay? Quick save, GGQQQ, and look at me, Ma, no hands. I already have everything here. Meshes, furniture, noble desk, chair, chest of drawers, corner shelf, divider, table, head, table rack, went home shelf, the bench, low. Oh, what's a coffin? I guess we should do the coffin too. All right, I'll do that very last. Where's my chest? Noble. It should be like here. Oh, here it is. It's called Noble Chest. Boom. Here is our Noble Chest. Our goal is to make this look beautiful. And how are we going to do that? I don't know. I'm going to close these out. I'm going to open this up and go down to my Skyland Furniture folder, open and explore, copy and paste the URL, and then click. And we're just going to go ahead and line up all of our textures here. Boom, boom. Is that correct? No, that's the vanilla one. Textures, furniture, noble. Yeah, that's correct. Boom and boom. Okay, so we got to replace all of this crap. That's all we got to do. Yo, Sky King, what's up, Brian? Is Skyland compatible with Beyond Skyrim Brahma? The landscape might be, but definitely not the architecture, unless they used vanilla assets. So in here, I'll show you where we at. If I save this out, you can see kind of what I'm doing here. So this metal is supposed to be leather, right? So we can start there. All right, and if I go in here and I turn this off of yellow, I turn this on, we get our leather back. Right here, okay? And so then I can hit export, go into here, and I'm going to go into here and just drag this on over. And then we save this out. Now you can see that we have leather here instead of metal. But you see how shitty that looks? Don't tell me that looks good, because that does not look good. That does not look like leather. So I need to work on that. Personally, I think we need to work on that. So here's what I'm going to do. Turn this all off. I have my color coding here. I'm going to keep some of it, but I'm going to keep that. This I'm going to get rid of. And then I can kind of just turn things on and off as I need. Oops. Go down here. And convert and rasterize that. Oops. And rasterize. Okay, so we have this going on. So if I come into here, I'm going to select this leather bit here. Go a little bit on the outside. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. I might just extend that up a little bit more. There we go. Same thing here. Okay. Just tighten these up a little bit and then chop this out. Cool. And so I'm going to turn this on, get my color, and paste that there. Okay, so that's going to be yellow. It's color coded as yellow now. And that's all yellow. That's good. That's all done there. That's good. I think I'm going to extend this yellow down actually a little bit further. Let's do this all yellow. Cool. I'm going to do this guy too. That's going to be yellow. So that's all leather. Where you see yellow is leather. And then I'm going to cut out this. Because this is going to be wood. And let me actually do it right through here. Cool. And that is going to be, what color wood are we going to do? We're going to do vertical, so light blue, green. Okay. Green is our vertical wood. There we go. Perfect. Now let's turn that off. Where else? Is there anything else? No. So that's how I'm going to keep that. All right, so I'm going to export this. In here. No. Setup. Edit. Here. So now we have our wood cut out, leather in here. We don't have a height map yet. We'll worry about that later. So now I'm going to take this, save, place, save, done. And now we have leather around there. and I'm not a big fan. I just don't think the leather looks good. I think it's the leather that's throwing me off. That's the big thing. I think we need to find a better leather. Find a better leather. Okay. And let's see. What else am I missing? Let me do this. Oops. That's correct. All right. So then this is leather too. Okay. That's what I was missing. There's that. And then here is more leather. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see what I need to do. This is all just leather. Oops. We'll fix that. No, I'm not singing the lines, and it's okay. Cool. And here I'm just gonna that, and then we're gonna knock out some stuff here. And here. Oops. Well, and here. There we go. So that's all yellow. So let's get our leather color. F5 that. Cool. So that's all taken care of. And then that's fine. All right. So let's save that out again. Yep. Import it. Here. Still not used to it. There's our new leather. Export that. Oh, you have a leather texture in Discord. Let me see. Let me just catch up. Let me catch up with everyone. I'm sorry. Oh man, I gotta go up. Okay. Sky King, those tables are next level. Brandy, Ravings, super nice touch. Glad you put nice. And ravings, I don't know about that. I don't know. Hey David, stone carvings. Oh, thank you. You don't have setup. You don't have steps for ideas. Well, but I love the new thing. I have no clue. Sexton, early releases on Discord, probably old. Do it. Brandy, yes, new textures. You know I support it. Cool, thank you. We'll do those floors. Hey, y'all, make sure to smash the like button. That's right. Vixie, love. Dude, how old is Dragon's Reach? Yeah, they would be, but you'd think they'd be replaced over time, right? Is Skyland compatible with Beyond Skyrim? Boomer answered that. Yo, hello Sky King. Hello everyone. Yo, Brian. Hey Adam. Hey y'all. Hey Brian. Hoyas Mike. Not much. Adam Sexton. I don't remember if Broom uses all the vanilla textures. Use Skyland AO Beyond. Good. Dude, only say is love. All you've done so far. Start doing furniture. I'll be downloading that in a heartbeat. Thank you, Brian. Um, does not look good, I agree. Sky King, I used to have this mod called Book Covers Skyrim. I do love the book covers of Skyrim. They are UV mapped a little bit better than this, and it's easier to get the leather on, looking good on those. Valor Brandy, good to you. On shared leather section Discord, yeah, leather isn't working. It's not. It's like this Hishima skin, yeah. Have you thought about doing textures for Cyberpunk? I don't know if Cyberpunk even needs it, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I don't even know if it needs it. That's a pretty game. I know it gets a lot of flack, and maybe rightfully so, but damn if it doesn't look good. Alright, so this is all lined up. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like it's wearing bondage gear now. But at least we're getting close to what it should be, which is fine. So now we got to get rid of the human skin. Y'all, it's throwing us off so much that everyone's just like, no, new leather. So we will find new leather. Something that looks more like leather. That kind of looks like leather, right? I don't like the swirly pattern on it. Right? If I do ID yellow. Just like that, right? So let's do like tiling and tiling. No, we'll keep that as box projection. This I'll tile to like 4. But now it just doesn't look good at all. Right? Let's just see. Let's just see. Oof. It looks a bit more like texture. I mean, like it looks a bit more like leather. Let's go ahead just to make it correct. We'll just throw this in. So at least it's gonna, you know, have the right normal map on it. Exactly. So the color is wrong for sure, but I think we can definitely make it more pleasing, and a height map will really help too a lot, right? Like I mean, the color is just wrong. You know, we could definitely do something like this to be a little bit better. If it wants to save. Here we go. So something darker, maybe not that dark. I think we can still go better. So I'm gonna just not do the smart material right now, and I'm just gonna get one of my other leathers that I have here. So let's see what I have. What's this look like? No. No. That just doesn't even look like leather. I mean, I guess it does, but it's not really the leather I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and give this a base ID also here of yellow. And I'm going to turn off height adjustment here. That's just doing something weird. Oof. I don't even know what that is. That's about as close as I'm going to be able to get it. Let's just try this. At least it looks like it. It's a little bit better. The detailing, I think, could be put in half. So if we did this with 2 repetitions, we should be good. And then this guy we get rid of. And I'll do this. Let's try. You know what? I'm going to do this too. Let's see. Nah, we won't. We'll keep this as is. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's flip this. And I'm going to set this to overlay. And this one, I got to make sure that I do this right. Get rid of all of these. Save. This way. I mean, that looks like leather, right? Black or brown? We could definitely change the color. That's not a problem. Black leather might be, I don't know. What about like a... Yeah, like that. That color. Get rid of this, pull this down, save this out. You see, it kind of needs that something to it. But it needs something. Like, I'm not sure about this color. The color feels all wrong. Yeah, and we'll definitely do that when we add the height map. We'll definitely add that variation of color, because that's what'll add to it for sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Just needs to be like, I don't I'm trying to find like something that kind of just looks right with the wood. Trying to just find some tones that look right. Thinking like that. Because too dark, and it just, to me, with it being dark, it's a weird contrast that I don't like, I think. So I might go lighter and tanner. Like that. That's what I'm feeling. Because this leather's going to be on everything. Whoo, Lord. Why is it so light? That does not look like anything in here. Well, that kind of does. I just want it to be like the same color as like the darkest wood. Right? Let's use this view. I think that should be good. I think. I say this. Yeah, it'll have the brass studs. Yeah, okay. All right. Y'all win. We'll go darker, and I'm going to go less saturated. And then we'll look at the metal. I don't know. I hate it, but we'll get there. Let's get the metal on. Let's get our metal. Okay. Now this is where it starts getting shitty. Okay. If I do two, I'm gonna go use this guy. Bump, bump, bump. Cool. Right. I'm gonna set this to 20. Let's do a new layer here. Set it to white. Let's do 15. Oops. Man, that's just not... Oh, it's not on hard. Alright. So we're going to do our brass. So give me a second to do all of these brass rivets. This shouldn't take any time at all. This is the worst part of doing textures, is the rivets. Seriously. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint these on and then save it out instead of throwing it in Mixer for testing purposes. Okay, there's all of that. This one's not fun. I wonder if I just did like every other one. and still keep them pretty big here. Now we'll do them all. Screw it. I should have made these smaller, but I'm not going to worry about this. Okay. Now these ones are smaller, so I'm going to put this at 10. Okay, and then this will go back to 15, and we'll pump this one out real quick. 15 might be too big. Let's do 12. I should probably turn this on. It's such a hard pattern to stare at. I'm not gonna lie. See, I even missed a whole row. Okay, so that's that, and we got these guys. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, turn this up, and this is how we're going to do this real quick. I'm going to do a color overlay of brass. I'm going to do a inner glow. Like that. Okay. And I'll pull that opacity back a wee bit. I'm going to do a drop shadow on these guys. Like that. Make the size a little bit bigger. Okay. Might mute that color just a little bit more. There we go. Doesn't need to look like the circus. Okay. And now we have rivets. I think I like the rivets. I'm fine with it. It looks a lot better with the rivets, that's for sure. These are too big. And that's an easy fix. Check this out. Right. So we can just cut these out like so. And in here, take this guy, and I'll just paint him back, and the effects are all still applied. I think actually I'm gonna go a little bit smaller. I'm gonna do 10. That. Then I got these guys down here. Which I think that's almost too big. I think we need to go to like 5. So I'm gonna bring that down a wee bit. Let's try 7. Yeah, much better. It's just the detail's so small. I'm sorry I'm not watching chat. I'm in the zone right now, so I cannot see the chat or it will break my determination and concentration. Please bear with me. I've not even touched my coffee. That's how much I'm just in the zone. In the zone. Painting dots. I didn't like that one. I like that one. And then we'll generate a height map, and then we can generate a normal off the height. And once we're happy how it visually looks, that's how we're gonna do this shit. Good news, I heard that consoles are pretty much back in stock in the stores, which is pretty dope. I might buy myself a PS5. We have one, but I want one in here. All right, so let's do that. Let's do this, and check it. Is that too much? It seriously looks like a fucking rhinestone cowboy. You know? So we're gonna do Brandy's idea here. And just do kind of like a darker, less saturated brass like that. Let's do even more. Perfect. That's a lot more blended. Now look at this crap. All these seams in here, huh? I'm kind of okay with that. You know, check this out. So here's my rivets. Here's my rivets. Now watch when we look at just, here, I'll put these in a folder to make this easier. You ready to see vanilla rivets? Exactly the same amount. Same amount of rivets. So I kind of have to do it exactly how vanilla is. I mean, I don't have to do it exactly how vanilla is. But you know what I mean, right? Give me this red. We're gonna do something cool. Done. Let's do a droppy shadow. Perfect. And then I'm going to do inner glow from the edge. No choke. About like that. Pull it back. Adds a little wood wear to it. See? Makes it look like it's beveling out. I think this is pretty good. Why not go for an Xbox Series S? I'm just not an Xbox player. I'm not a... Like, none of the games really appeal to me, and that's why. And I've already have a massive library of PS5 games. But yeah, so that's how the top part should look. It's a little pixelated. Do we like the leather color still? Or should it be less saturated? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. So let's turn this off, turn this on. I'm going to add a hue saturation to that area. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right, it's still not perfect, but it looks better. No way is perfect. Here on the sides and here along the bottom, there should be like slat wood. But that's neither here nor there, to be honest with you. One thing I think I'm going to do, so I'm going to take this real quick. And again, I'm going to come up to here and paint that out. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a drop shadow on this. I'm going to make it a little harder. Like that. Okay. And now I'm going to just kind of erase it from where I don't want it to be. Oh, let's do rasterize that real quick. There we go. And from here. Cool. The rest is fine. I'm just trying to get things to bevel out. See? Now we have some cool drop shadows happening here. It's kind of what I've been was looking for. And then we have these metal bits here. These are going to be metal. And that's going to be metal. Looks a lot better. Let's go check it out in game. And we'll see what the rest of the furniture looks like too. Yeah, man, the vanilla Solitude doors sucked, and they sucked to make new textures for also. I hated them. Thank you, Valhalla. Okay, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better than my previous attempts. Let me go check out this one over here. So, it's looking a lot better. It's not 100%, but it's closer. It actually kind of looks like leather now. Did you see how blurry those dots get? I hate it. We can do with a better normal. And we'll probably get a better normal also, to be honest with you. Where there's white like this, that's what we're missing. Move. Not a fan of that tabletop. Yeah, I don't like that weave. It's too pixelated. That weave is not any good. It looks better here. That brown's the wrong shade of brown for the leather. It does not match the wood. I feel like it needs to match the wood. I mean, that's just me, but I feel like it should match the wood. But that's neither here nor there. We can, that's an easy fix. But it definitely looks a lot better. The chest looks a shit ton better. Right? And then we have this stupid metal. Which is, oops. So we have this guy over here. Come on. This guy right here. That's the white metal bit you were seeing. So I think we need to just see how gangly that is? Not a fan. I'm almost tempted to just do this by hand. I'm almost tempted to just make this by hand. It's very frustrating. Yeah. Because being in here, yeah, old rub bronze, you gotta love it. It looks like it was upscaled poorly, David. You're absolutely right about that, and that's what bothers me about it. So I think what also might help me is doing this properly. Luckily, we already have all the rivets. And then that's going to be here. And I'm going to do... this one a shade darker. Like that. Actually, nah, fuck that. Alright. I just want to get a height map in here. Right, no harm in that. Come on. Okay. And then give me this guy. That should do it here. Cool. All right. Let's do a PNG. Let's get this guy load up. Boom. Now when I put my leather on, there's that. But now, I don't need this. That's fine. Fine. And then here, I'm gonna go into here real quick and do a smart material for leather. And I'm gonna snag something chill. Thank you, exasperated gentleman. Good night. So now that we have a height map, it'll automatically age everything. It'll read the edges and it'll make it aged looking. As soon as it wants to load. While it's loading, I'm going to also take, oh, let's see here. These, right? And I'm just going to go white, like that, and just paint those on. Let's save that out as a copy also. Okay. Well, now it just doesn't want to. Are you thinking too hard? Are you thinking too hard? Do I need to close you? Save. So we're gonna get new bumps, and hopefully we'll get rid of these weird edges like this. If not, I might recut it, which I don't want to do, but I will. This looks like it's froze. Well, close. Man, BD, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. This is not an easy one to do, man. If you want to do it just like vanilla style, which the meshes kind of force you to do it as it was on vanilla. It kind of forces you to do it that way. So that's why I'm just kind of sticking to it. So here, I'm gonna get rid of this guy, delete that. I'm not a big fan of this medicine ball one. The rest is fine. Yep. That's the metal bit there, which I'm not really happy with. Let's go back into Smart. And just choose our leather. Let's find something that will match, that will look good. Almost looks like beef Wellington. Exactly, yeah, with the lattice work on it. Good call. Let's do an ID mask of yellow. Oh, I really hate that. Old purse leather. Oh Lord. First and foremost, I'm gonna blur underlying just a wee bit here. We're going to set the ID to yellow just so we can get it knocked down. Here, this guy. Let's get something a little bit darker. And then this one, I think I'm going to do something like that. Add a little bit more color. I'm actually not offended by that color. You know? Like, I'm not too mad at that. Let's get our... Do we save this out? Save as a copy, just in case we didn't. PNG. Yep. Let's load that up. And so now we'll have our bolts on here. Good. And then I'm going to take these bolts. I'm going to turn everything else off. These bolts, let's make them into a color. Let's choose purple. Save as a copy. Okay. And now in here, I'm going to edit my texture sets real quick here. Load in this new one. And then for the metal, I'm going to get rid of this metal, and we're going to add a new one. Yeah. Saddle leather. All right, so here's some old brass. It's a nice piece of brass you got there. Okay, apparently we're missing the patina. Delete. And I am going to ID this to purple. So there's that. And that is fine. So let's do an exporty delicious. I like the color. Let's export this guy. And we're gonna do some doctoring up on it, okay? So it needs a little help because Skyrim doesn't really read these maps that well. Well, where's my... Oh, I didn't save it to the right place. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. It needs to be chest 01. Export. Now we can do it. Boom. All right. So we need to do a little bit of doctoring up on this guy. And how I plan on doing this is turning things off and on and seeing what does what. That's my whole plan here. I'm going to put this on the bottom. I'm going to delete this guy. I'm going to turn this one back on. And then we're going to do a fill of 0 on this. And I'm going to take out the color overlay and the inner glow. But I'm going to keep that drop shadow. And then this, I'm going to take out the inner glow, keep the drop shadow. And then this, I'm going to keep that. And let me see. Yeah, we'll keep that. Yes. 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 Okay, there's not... Where's all my aging? I thought I was supposed to have a shit ton of aging on this thing. I didn't get my cool aging on the purse part. Like, I need some edge wear. Well, we'll just keep going right now, and we'll get to that. But I want some aging. So in here, we're just gonna drag this over, rasterize, and I might duplicate it to something like that. Rasterize, and then flip the green channel like we always do. But this time, I am going to take. Am I gonna do this? Is this something I want to do? No. I'm going to rasterize this, take it here, pop it, and just kind of just do this number. to keep that metal bright and shiny. All right, let's take a look. This does not look nearly as good as what we did before. I don't even know what smooth jazz carnival music is. But this in no way looks nearly as good as what we did before. Well, at least the bolts don't. The wood is nice. I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring these back. My inner glow and color overlay. These bolts look almost better. Not happy with the... Okay, so let's take out the... We'll take that out and we'll take this out. So the black lines are less prominent. Now you see why I stripped all of this leather out and only did just wood. Like, that's why I did it. I don't know. I sort of kind of hate it. Like, I hate this texture. I hate this texture. I really hate this texture so much. And I don't want to build it by hand. I need to just build it by hand, but I don't want to do it. But I should do it. I liked it better the other way too, Daniel. I liked it better the other way too, buddy. Me too. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I feel like I need to just move on to another thing and then just come back to it. You know? I feel like I need to move to something else and come back. Let's get a torch. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The color of the leather is so much better. It's honestly not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I really thought it was going to be a lot worse. Don't even look at this. That's going to be metal. Alright, well, I'm not as mad at it as I thought it was going to be. It's a lot nicer. Yeah, in game it's a shit ton better. It just kind of makes me go like, is it as nice as this table? Like, this table is nice. This box doesn't look as good as the table. That's what I want to know. I feel like the table looks a lot nicer. Yeah. It's just the weird, fucked up UV mapping of these things. It's crap. It's crap. Crap on a stick. I don't even know what that means, but that's what it is. So, what I'm going to do is, for right now, we're just going to leave it as is. We've seen it. You know, we're good. We've seen it. Let's move on. Just going to hit save. Okay. Just going to close this down to get a clean start here. Okay. Let me close all this. I gotta close all my programs because they're eating up so much. All right, I need those open. It is annoying. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Okay, so I think that these have to be laid out a very specific way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have 8 boards. So our goal is to be 8 boards with a seam on either end. That's our goal. Okay? So I'm just going to do it like... And it's got to be posh, right? Not like super posh, but like upkept to some extent. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's not going to work. Do 0.13. 0.132. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think we might have a seam if we do 7. So let's continue. Love you, David. So let's rotate homeboy here. We could also do 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and that's 17. We're just shooting for things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 13. We need a good base here. We did this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes. That was the first one we did. Just keeps catching my eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we double it, of course, we get 12. Those are a bit rough and tumble, in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look at us go. We did it. All right, that looks fine to me. I'm going to keep that like that. Now, I'm going to just gank a color here. Doesn't have to be spot on, but I like to get it close. Okay. Now, what can we throw on with this here? Gonna see. Some moss is pretty cool. You know what else is cool to do, like on a floor? A lot of people don't think about doing this. Hi, have a good day, everyone. I'm currently putting mods on Skyland based mostly on your video. He's kind of installing the Skyland load order. How to install it. Cool. Yes, for the Great Hall. Yeah, you can ask. So, one thing that I like to do with floors that a lot of people don't is I like to kind of dirty them up a little bit, you know? And there's all sorts of ways that you can do it. Moss is always fun to add. But also just kind of like adding like a little bit of some of this, some of that, you know, kind of build it up a little bit. So I'm like looking at the sand here. Just kind of get it in those cracks just a little bit. Like that, right? Might go a little bit like that. Cool. And then we can even kind of 2D it if we want. And I might do like a little bit of wrap to base, but nothing too crazy. Flatten that out. Go here, because this is how the text is gonna look in Photoshop. So I kind of keep it like this. All right, and the next one, we can look at the debris. Yes, one servant is always, yes. But we need to give her a reason to be sweeping, is what I say. Give her a reason. So this is going to be our new floor for Dragon's Reach right here. This is our new floor. She's going to be sweeping in eternity. Add a little bit of this. Just kind of darken those up a little bit there, like that. Perfect. There's just hints, just little hints, right? Okay. Let's look at... Is it soil that I'm looking for? Yeah, she will be. All right. No, not quite my tempo. Not quite. I'm looking for something kind of fine. Just kind of sprinkle. Not that. Too much. Let's pull this back. I'm gonna say wrap. Like, like 0.25. Perfect. Okay, that's what I'm wanting. Let's go into here. Yes. Okay, cool. That's what I want. That's all I want. So let's go to desktop. I'm gonna do nice, and we'll do 2K. I mean, if we want to do a small flood, there you go. So now she's going to be mopping and just... How's that? Is that what we want? A small flooded floor. So let's kick it up and let's do this. I have no... And I mean no. There. That's fine. You ever use mods that are only on this version? Is it always better to roll back to version? No. No. Use the latest. Alright, so we're going to save this out as color. And this one... that's alt. Okay, so cool. So, and then there's this. I'm going to rasterize that. We can make it even more crazy by going overlay on it, which I think I'm going to pull this back to like 60%. There we go. Convert and rasterize. Flip the green. Boom, boom, boom. And then here, I'm just going to take... Let's do this and rasterize. Let's just take this and just put it right in here. Just to see what it looks like. And then we can save this out with an alpha map. Now the other one, this one is a little bit different. It's the exact same texture, but just darker. So I'm going to take this and paste it, and that's what we're going to do. So I like to use these guys over here, clicking this little circle. And I'm going to do a hue and saturation. Just kind of, well, we're not going to saturate more. But I will darken it. And I'm not even going to do that. You know what? Let's just get rid of that. Let's do it this way. We're going to do brightness contrast this way. Let's bring it down a little bit. And then let's do a solid color. I'm just going to make a little bit more of this. I'm going to set this to like overlay. And then you just double click it and find a color you like. Cool. Works for me. And now I'm just going to do this, this, and this. And then for this, we're going to copy and paste it right in. Same exact thing. And then save this out this way. Let's go in game. If we hit a home run on the first try, it's gonna be crazy. What does rasterize mean? Rasterize means that it's like a, so basically, if I go into Photoshop here real quick, and we open this up, let's do this, nope, let's do this, and this. Oh, I'll do the color. All right, so basically, if I rasterize this wood layer here, it's kind of like set in stone. Like it's going to be that. Okay, it's going to be 2048 by 2048, and that's what it is. If I, and along with many other things, so if I don't rasterize it, and then I transform and scale it to say this small, okay? I've not rasterized it. If I rasterize this and then scale it back up, it's going to be disgusting. But if I don't rasterize it and then we scale it back up, it keeps all of its detail. Also, since it's not rasterized, I can do things like a blur effect. And it's not set in stone. I can go back and do less blur on it. It's basically, it's non-destructive. So that's what that means. But what I can't do is I can't edit the channels and stuff. So once you get it where you like it, I like to rasterize it. So that's what rasterize means. Yeah, man, no regrets. That's how you live, man. Live with no regrets. Oh my. Well, howdy doody. What do you think, Brandy? Something looks a shit ton better. And that's why we kept the slats exactly where they were. It perfectly lines up. Well, I'm okay with this. Yeah, sweep up that dirt. Sweep up that dirt. I put a lot of dirt here for y'all to sweep up. Get in between them cracks. Look at that sand. Get the sand. Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, that sand over there, get the sand. Close your mouth when you breathe. All right, let's go. Please upload it tomorrow. That is a nice floor. And that is why I am the Sky King. Not to toot my own horn or anything. But let's see how it looks elsewhere. Because we did a darker version too. We got to make sure it looks good. She's like, sand? Floor? What? These I'm not gonna touch. I'm not doing this texture again. I'm not doing anything in the temple again. Fuck that. Floor? What's a floor? Okay, these are just the standard issue. I thought you were going to get nice floors in here, but apparently you are not. You get crap floors and the Bannered Mare. Yeah, I don't want to touch the temple. I like the temple. Do we still like these? Do we still like this cobblestone? Our new cobblestone? Are we still in love with this? Because it's been finalized. It's going in. I've deleted the old texture. Oh, there's going to be so many mods. I know for a fact there's going to be like why is everything so wet and glossy? There's going to be all sorts of magic wand mods. So don't touch the cobblestones. Okay, got it. Do you have nice floors? No, you have stone floors. What do you have up here? Crap floors. What do you have back here? You have mud. Well, who's got the nice floors? Let's see. I think I might know. Hunting Brew Meadery. Nope, stone floors, and again, looks wet in here. Okay. Flip it over. So let's go back to Dragon's Reach, because I gotta find the dark floor. I would get one of those pre-grass cache mods, but I use like 3 different types of grasses. So it wouldn't work for me. I don't think it would. I didn't try it, so I'm talking out of my ass. I wonder how many people are gonna notice that there's a new floor in here that didn't see the stream. Because I mean, this looks really similar to what I had before. It just looks better. I'm glad we put sand between the cracks too. Instead of just having like dark textures. Look at this table. So you just overlap them or something, or? Here's the darker floors, I believe. Yeah, these look good. Might actually be the same brightness. I don't know. Either way, I like the floors. Is Mario in here? Cool. And that little touch of green moss, it's just a touch. You know, it's not like over the top rotting wood everywhere, but it's just enough to give it a little je ne sais quoi, right? Look at the Hall of Dead and Whiterun. Windows look weird. We are on our way. I use Vey also for my main grass mod, but then I also have Cathedral Pine Grass in that area. Oh yeah, I don't use that mod. I tried it. I didn't like it too much. All right, windows. These windows? Interesting. Is these what you're talking about? Ugh. Well, let's take a gander. And let's also go inside. If I don't get stuck behind all this JK clutter. Well, those windows look fine. These windows look good. That's actually a mod I'm running. So I know that my mod is not touching these windows on the inside. Ah, the Champions Guild Hall. Look at this floor. Look at this floor. Cast thine eyes. That is pretty. All right. I mean, all of this is just fucking pretty. Okay. Joker. I think. Therefore I am. But seriously, we can just close these all down because we're good. I can get rid of this water. File save. We can close that down because I don't even think we need to touch that floor again. I think it's good. Okay. Close that. Let us... I'm going to do... We're going to go the extra mile. What is this? Okay, not what I want. All right. Meshes. Deek. Architecture. Whiterun. And I'm going to go to Whiterun Buildings. And that's called Hall of the Dead, which is here. And we're going to export this bad boy right into our desktop, which we will now promptly go to. And we will open up said mesh. This is the easiest way to find things. Okay. So here I'm going to click that tri-shape. I'm going to drag this over. All right. So that right there is literally how it's supposed to look. It's shitty, I know. But that has 0 textures applied to it. It has no textures. So, for instance, if I click the wall, like we click this mesh here, we look here, it has a texture set. So it's using WR Stone Mortar 01 as its texture. So BS Tri-Shape, BS Lighting Shader Property, BS Shader Texture Set. So you're looking for that texture set branch. Here, Tri-Shape, no texture set branch. So that's literally how it was designed to look by the devs. So let's do block copy branch, block paste branch, And here, I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm gonna see real quick here. So 28 is what it says. Where can I put in 28 on this guy? Okay, so here under UV scale, here we go. So I'm going to choose 50, right? Well, I didn't want to do it. Let's see. That should have said, okay. It is texture source, right? Texture set. Oh. So, oh, this is a BS effect shader property. Can I convert? Can I convert this? I don't think I can. Let me see. Transform, texture, file offset mesh, flags, node. So it's just a glow. Interesting. So let's see if I can change this. I'm going to block remove branch. Goodbye. Block remove branch. And then here I'm going to do block copy branch. And then do a block paste branch. Okay. Now I'm going to just delete these. And we're going to choose, hallelujah. We're going to choose something else. Okay, here. Perfect. So I'm going to get this guy and go right into here. And let's choose just for shits and giggles. Right? I'm just going to choose something rando, but it's got to kind of cover the whole thing here. Ah. So even that's not going to work. I felt like maybe if we just went and applied a random texture to it, that it would work. But you see here how it's stretchy bits? That's its UV map. It wasn't UV mapped for glass. So sadly, there's nothing I can do for you. And I apologize. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it is very weird. Well, shit, now you just gave me an idea. Let's see. Okay. So here's this. Let us go into here. And I'm going to just deselect everything. Let's do, is it meshes one? Yeah. Architecture Whiterun. Whiterun. Actually, let's do, I'm going to double up on this real quick because it's going to help me find it much quicker. So I'm just going to do bop, 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 like this. And I'm out of coffee. Do a little kit bash here. So here's that. So I'm going to go into WR, and we went into the Whiterun. What was it called? What was the Hall of the Dead right here. All right, so let's take a look. Look at this, huh? What is this whole thing called? I want that gone. I want this gone. Okay. So that... There is no window there. It just goes outside. So it just goes outside. Well, what the hell? So I don't want to mess this up because I feel like this wall might be used in the sewers because it's a grate and they might put like a waterfall through there. That's how I feel like it might be used. Dungeon interior with a grate. Yeah, so you know that that's going to be used with a waterfall coming through there like a sewage drainage pipe. So now, what this makes me wonder is, let's go into here, and now I'm thinking it's going to be what is actually adding a window there. And I'm using, by the way, I'm using Ragnarok for my rug. Somebody asked earlier. Sorry about that. I'm using rustic windows. So if I come into here and open and explore and go to, oh, it's just textures. It's not touching shit. And there's no ESP file. Interesting. Architecture, Whiterun. He's only covering these windows. Super interesting. Very interesting. I thought Rustic would have been doing it for there, but not. So how is there glass appearing there if there is no glass? That is confusing to me, and now I'm annoyed and upset because that should not be. That shouldn't be. There's no window here, yet there's one in game. Now I gotta see. Hold on. Now I'm annoyed. That's what I'm thinking, Brandy, is basically whatever was used as the window on the inside, copy the branch and paste it as a branch to the exterior model, and then just use the XY coordinates and line it up and hit save. And that's all you gotta do. Don't texture it. Keep the vanilla texture path so it works with any mod. You don't need any patches. That was my thinking, and it should be, you know, fairly 20-second job. But we see window in game, we open mesh in CK, no window, clear bars, yet I have window. And I need more coffee. Okay, ugly windows. This mystery has been solved. Okay, what mystery hasn't been solved is this. What makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch so addictive for kids? Okay, obviously here's a window, and it's on the other side of the grate. So if I click this, the mesh is WR done int straight grate. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Well aware that that is the name of this. And it's a one... Wait a minute. Wait the fucking minute. Well, look at these textures. What kind of textures are these? Maybe Markarth? So either ELFX Shadows or JK put these windows in. And they're using what are they using? I'm trying to get to it here so I can click it. It won't even let me. ELFX Shadows ESP. Yep, so it's ELFX Shadows that's doing it. So without ELFX Shadows, it's just clear sky that you see through here. It's just open grate. Yeah. So we'd have to create a mesh, and put a texture on it, and do all of that stuff. That's where we're at. Mystery solved. Mystery solved. And that's how you would go about fixing it. I hope that that's been helpful. Yeah, man, I remember back in the days when I first started modding that I used to drag everything. Yeah, flower pot. There you go, Daniel. Planter. Just put a planter there. Seriously, if you add any more meshes to Whiterun, you're gonna crash your game. So I don't suggest it. So back in the day, before I knew that there were mod managers, I used to drag everything into the data folder by hand in a very particular order, so things were overriding each other in order. That's how I did it. It was chaos. And then I got the courage to use Nexus Mod Manager and my world changed. And then they were like, we're doing Vortex and we're getting rid of... They were like, we're getting rid of Nexus Mod Manager. We're going to use Vortex. And there was this gap that happened, right? It was after they sunset Mod Manager, but it was before they released Vortex. So everybody was still using Nexus Mod Manager, even though it wasn't being updated anymore. So I chose it as a prime time to go ahead and learn Mod Organizer 2, which I did, and I've never left since then. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, cool. I'm going to get rid of those. Bam. Okay, so let's check this out. I want to show y'all everything that I've done. You're gonna love what I've done for the armory at Leaf Fall Farm. The armory looks so good. It's looking amazing. The kitchen, of course, is amazing. Thanks to everyone here. The kitchen is done and it's beautiful. So check this out. Oops. Here we go. This is great. Game. First of all, everybody bitched that I wasn't going to do a smelter. And so we have room for a smelter. Helter Smelter. We've named our smelter Helter Smelter, by the way. We have a plaque coming in on UPS, and it's going to go right here, and it just says Helter Smelter. Now, our garden is done. Jesus Christ, all Friday. Like, stop texting. So, woodpile, farm. We have lanterns and clutter in the blacksmith area. Done, done, done. Horse, done. Cart, done. Back door, good. Back porch, done. The back porch is awesome. Front porch, done. Cluttered, rug. We'll get to the Chad. Now, main hall, cool. Oh wait, let me do something real quick outside. Gotta get something. Won't jump over the balcony. Yeah, give me these. Check this out. Oh, auto door, done. Inside, we got to work on this bar area. We have not started on the main hall yet. I've just done a little bit of main hall work. So we have like a desk. Here, let me get a torch. So we have like main desk, reading, little book nook with a table. Okay. Here, check this out. Let me put this away. Check this out. Indoor planters, so you can plant whatever the crap you want. Kitchen, of course, done. Okay, now upstairs, little display case, cool stuff. Daniel's book, seating area, got cool banners now. This is all good. Put some shelves up. Master bedroom upstairs above kitchen. We know kids bedroom, follower bedroom. Good. More planters. Now armory. You ready for this? I don't think you were ready for this. We only have half of it done, but look how cool this looks. This is going to be such a cool looking armory. Nothing is hooked up, so I can't like hang anything up. But how cool is that? That's our first half. Now, what goes over here? Right? This, cool. this empty. And we have a hallway. So I don't know what goes in the hallway. We currently have 6 mannequins. We have 12 wood racks and 1, 2, 3, 6, 12 wall racks. So that's 24 weapon racks, 4 display cases thus far. 6 display cases, 2 small, 4 large, actually. And we have a store all case and all of the shields. So, question is, what else do we put in here? We got to do something over here. See, so I don't know if I'm going to do custom racks. There's not a built-in rack system for claws, right? So I'm not sure. We could probably. Do you really need priest masks and dragon claws, or are you just saying that? Do you even know what they are, or did you just hear somebody mention them somewhere else? I don't know why I did. So... Are you just trying to be one of the cool kids and you heard one of them say dragon claws and dragon masks and now you're saying it too? Barrels under the stairs. Standard-ish. Standard issue. Okay. So, if we go here, and I give myself a bunch of money, and we go down to the armory, here is a dragon claw stand. Okay? Is this what you want? And then over here, I have like some dragon priest mask holders. And then over here, I have the rest of them. Is this what you're wanting? There, and that's what it looks like when you put a claw into it. Animal trophies would look cool. I have, okay, so like I have these animal trophies like here, right? I just don't know if people use them, you know? If people use them, I'll add them. I don't know why those are on the floor. You do? Okay. So we got a few here. I think we have 3 down here in this armory. We can always add those. By the way, if you have Angus's house, there is an update. where I have moved the weapon racks along this wall here and moved the mannequin over here, because the weapons were appearing upside down when you put them in, right? And the issue is with weapon racks, like this is north and that's south. If weapon racks face north or south, weapons appear upside down. Why? It's Bethesda. If the mannequin is facing east and west, it too can have issues, like walking around and stuff. So now I've moved these things around, so it's better. Okay. Now you know. Treasure chest. Okay. So okay. Let's do let's actually delete that. And I'm going to look for... Let me see, what am I looking for here? Let's do loft. Perfect. And I want... What am I looking for? This. And I want... bump. Sometimes it takes a little finagling. There we go. So now it looks like a little museum. Okay. I don't think so. The dragon heads are... The dragon head's really huge, but I can try. Let's see. Spot for bug jars. Yeah, I don't want to make a bunch of custom scripts to store these things. If it was built into the game, I'll see. Let's see here. I probably can. So there's that. I think... I'm trying to think of how else you could collect things here. If I did bug jars... Let's see. Let's do... I always wonder what the difference is between these two. Oh, one's bigger. Cool. I want the bigger one. So we could probably do here. Well, not there. Probably do bug jars here. Something like that. Probably not there. But we have shelves here that we could probably do bug jars on. Of course, we could also do a shelf if we really wanted to. Something like... Let's do... That's okay, but not my fave. Where's what I'm looking for? Give me what I'm wanting. So 03 then? 3 is close. We can always do like one of these, but that's not the one I'm wanting. Not that one. That one. Thank you. You know, we could always do a shelf. Or, I want to see if they'll fit. Yeah. How about that? Shelf space. This might be in the way of the door. No, looks okay. And then let's do... Cool. And here we can have another table to put whatever the crap you want to put on it. So let me explain something to you guys so you know. So you're in the know. Okay? Here's the deal. I'm gonna actually steal this guy. I'll steal both of them. So here's the deal with placing objects. Just so you guys all know. That's pretty good. I just want to like make sure this is clear. So here's the deal with placing things. If I can't have it to where you can place whatever you want wherever you want. Okay? It's basically, it's going to be designated areas. Okay? So if this was a shelf for jars, if this whole thing here was jar shelves, I would have to be like, this is the Luna Moth jar spot. This is the butterfly jar spot. This is the blue butterfly jar spot. You can't just like throw jars up there any way you want. You have to like literally put the jar in its jar spot. Okay, so it'd be kind of like, let's see. It would be like, so for instance, if you wanted to have like a place to put armor, right? It's like, it would be something like this, and it would be like, this spot is specifically for the Imperial helmet. Not any helmet, that helmet. That's how it works. So if, like, I can't just have a tabletop, you'd have to like look and just see whatever pops up on your screen is like, that's what you can place there. And that's kind of what makes it kind of hard. So if I go in game, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Angus's house is a good example of all of this. Is that correct? So again, so we go to the armory. If we look here, I'll get my torch. So if we look here, this is the mask for this guy, this guy, this guy. Each one of these are specifically for a mask. You can't just throw any dragon mask up on here. It has to be that bust is for that mask. That bust is for that mask. Same thing for the claws. You can't just willy-nilly throw claws up in any order you want. They go, each one has a designated spot. Okay? And this is where it gets really tricky. See how there's nothing there, but if you kind of look, each one of these is a spot for a certain book. You can't just throw any book up you want. Same thing here. As much as I would love to have it to where you could throw up anything you wanted, it doesn't work that way. So that's the tricky bit, that you can't just have like nice way of just decorating however you want to decorate. Now this, you can choose whatever you want. But when I'm doing it manually like this, you can't just store whatever you want anywhere you want. I have to specifically say, if you collect this particular thing, it goes into this very particular spot in the house. That's how it works. I wish it was more user-friendly. It's not like it's not fun because it could be like, well, I don't want to put my golden claws here. I would like to have them up in the master bedroom and just be able to place them all on a table if I wanted to. Or they have to go, okay, which one? Because I mean, if you're back away, it just looks like an empty bookshelf. You know, you have to like get up on it and be like, oh, okay, I know nothing about these things. Plus, each one of these is its own script. There's not one script to rule it all. Each item gets its own custom script. So that's a lot of scripts running. So it kind of just gets a little much is what happens. It just becomes a little much. And when I was doing this place, it was just like, Jesus, it's a thing. Now I don't mind doing it. It's just, how do we do it? Where do we place it? Are people going to know that they can place that particular thing there? That sort of stuff. So, I mean, I was like, here's you some bug jars. just give them to you like that. And that's what I did. So it just makes things a little tricky. That's all. I would prefer to just decorate shelves like this and just give you access to a chest. You know, if you go out here, here's the chest that's linked to this whole bookshelf. And the bookshelf just stays permanently decorated. It's cheesy, it's shitty, but it's a lot better than how the game lets you decorate it, which is not at all. So, like, for instance, if you wanted to decorate this bookshelf, okay? I could hide all of these items, and then every time you add a book, it would fill a book spot, but you would have to get that potion, and it would just pop up there. If you didn't have all of the books, the potion would just float in air until you piled up books under it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, this is kind of cheesy. So it's something that you kind of have to plan ahead to make sure that you get it right. Now, like I said, I don't mind. I have all of the scripts. I know exactly how to do it. It's really kind of just drop it in because I have all the scripts in the zip folder. And so all I have to do is just drop it into the CK and it's perfectly fine. It takes me a minute for each item. I just want to make sure that it's user friendly, that they all kind of know. Now the dragon's head, I mean the dragon claws and the dragon priest masks, that's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, you just get the bust thing from Labyrinthia and call it a day for the dragon masks, and then doing the claws the way it's done here in the armory is probably the easiest way to do it. And it works fine. It's when you start getting into the other items that people are going to be like, I have no clue. I have no clue where this goes. Where, and so it kind of becomes it's weird. It's weird. But those two I don't mind doing. I think we can do dragon claws and dragon priest masks and be perfectly fine. I don't mind that. But the rest might be tricky. But it's, you know, if there's a huge outcry for it, I don't mind doing it. As long as it's a way that they can look at it and understand where things go. I don't think it's I don't think it's too bad. The other thing too is you got to make sure that you include all the scripts when you upload it. There's been times where I have forgotten. So that's about it. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Y'all just let me know exactly what you want in there. But I think having a treasure room is cool. Having like a open treasure chest with all the stuff in it. Have like your little kind of dragon's lair of treasure and gold. Now I can't have it to where you can dynamically build it out, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have. Not opposed to that. Ugh. Oh, switch to game screen. Right. So, so I'm gonna jump on the armory over the next few days and get that done for you guys. Y'all had some really good suggestions, and I appreciate all of those. I think we absolutely killed it on the Dragon's Reach floors. First try, nailed the floor. I think we did really good there. We need to go check out the your Vosker or whatever it's called real quick. We forgot to check that. This noble furniture texture, I'm gonna let that chill out until I get unangry at it, and then I will give it another go. That texture annoys me. But there's only one more texture after that, and that's the bed texture, and it's all done. Oh, look at this. Nailed the hue. Just nailed it. That just matches and blends perfectly. Jesus. Does it really? Did I nail it? Oh, I did. Holy crap. Without even looking, I matched the colors. All right. I'm fine with this. Yes, you sweep too. I gave you dirt. You now have purpose. Yeah. Jeez, that floor makes it so much nicer now. I'm happy with this. I agree, Brandy. I think it really does look... And yes, Jennifer, you are correct. I think it's just fantastic. We're doing all right, Sellout. We're actually about to close it down, Bubba. Shut it down. So, with that said, if anybody has any more suggestions of what they would like in Leafall, let me know. I'm gonna get that armory busted out and done so we can move on to the grand hallway. Somebody mentioned doing the dragon's head, which I think we can definitely do. Just scale it down. And I actually saved a wall in the hallway in the grand hall for like weapons and swords and, you know, kind of like a hall, right? That's what I want to do anyway. So thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been super fun and emotional. We made a lot of good progress, and I'm very happy with it. So I want to say thanks for all of the suggestions and input from everyone, because it was awesome. Hit me up on the Discord, and we will see you all guys around town. Love you all. Good night.